Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. It seems like a hot minute since I sat down and filmed a full brand review for you guys, and so I thought let's put that right and do one today. In this series, I take one brand and tear it apart. We look at the pros, we look at the cons, we talk about the price point, the ingredients, we look at the ding 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 Holy Grail must-have products, and those total fails that just miss the mark hard. Today is the turn of youth to the people. This is a smaller brand than what I normally cover on the channel, but sometimes it's quite nice to look at these small emerging brands because these are probably going to be the huge brands of tomorrow, and this is one which a lot of you guys have been asking for my thoughts and feelings on. So let's sit back, relax, and talk all things youth to the people. Now, I've covered so many brands as part of this full brand review series, so I'm going to leave a link to the playlist up there if you want to check it out in any more detail or see some of the other reviews. But I usually start them by just looking into the background of the brand itself. Youth to the People is a relatively small and newer addition to the skincare community, and it gets a lot of its popularity from Hyram, who's a huge fan of the brand and promotes them over on his channel. If you look behind him on his skincare shelf, you'll always see some Youth to the People featuring on there, and he talks really positively about the brand. Previously, it was only available in North America. I was able to get quite a few of the products imported into the UK, but you pay a premium for that. So the reason I wanted to sit down and film this video today is they've just launched here in the UK and Europe over on Cult Beauty. So I've left links to all of the products that I mentioned today below, if for the States and also for here in the UK and Europe, where you can now get your hands on them at the less than inflated price because you're not paying all that import costs. So let's talk Youth to the People. I think they have a really great set of products. It's not a huge collection, but I think for a smaller brand, that's probably a good thing, because I'd rather brands do things, a small number of things really well, than just have so many products and none of them actually hit the mark. Their price point is a little bit on the bougie side. I thought with them being an indie brand appealing to a younger demographic, they would come with quite a drugstore or more affordable price point. There's nothing drugstore about this brand, and you are paying quite a hefty price point for a lot of these products. However, that's not always a bad thing if the price point is justified by the amazing ingredients and the results you get from them. The price point might be up there, but the look is gorgeous. It looks luxurious, it's a bit different. I think the packaging is offering something new, and it would definitely look stunning on your vanity. They also have a great set of ethics to go with everything they do, and I would definitely recommend you read their mission statement on their website because it kind of sets forth all of the things they believe in, hugely on recycling and reusable packaging, which I think is really great. They offer refills for some of the products, which I think is going to be a big thing in skincare at the moment, and I'm loving that they're leading the charge on that. And they have some really great charity commitment, so it's definitely worth reading that statement to set a little bit of context around some of the price point that they might be trying to charge. Now, I know you're all here for the product review, so let's cut the waffle and just start on this section of the video, and let's go in the order in which we would do these in and apply these in our skincare routine, or as close to that as possible. So the starting point will be the cleansing step, and they have just one cleanser, which is their Superfood cleanser. This is a gel cleanser that's said to be packed full of antioxidants and has lots of nutrients to just boost the skin and bring back some vibrancy and luminosity to our complexion. So far, so good. The price point, a little bit on the heavy side for a cleanser. It's $36 for 8 fluid ounces of product. In metric measurements, that's around 220 mils. So that's quite a high price point for a cleanser, especially a gel cleanser. But this claims to add so much nutrients and benefit to the skin. I think that's how they justify that price point. I really wanted to love this product. I'd say of all of the products from the brand, this is the one that gets the most hype and talk about online, so I was super excited to get my hands on it. I have bought maybe 2 or 3 of this product over the last year, and it just doesn't work for me. It dried my skin out so bad, and I have quite oily, blemish prone skin, so my skin is definitely producing more oil than anybody needs in their life, and yet this still stripped and dried my skin. I don't know whether that's just my skin and maybe it just didn't work with this particular product, or whether this is something that's experienced by a lot of people. So I kind of put it out there on the Facebook group, which is linked below if you want to join, why not? And this was a common theme with a lot of people. Said they liked the texture of the product, they like how it performed, but it left them really stripped and dried after they used it. So for me, I think this was just a firm pass. I wanted to love it, I wanted to buy into the hype, and I kind of almost did so without looking at the price tag, but for that price tag, for a product which strips and dries the skin, I just don't think this is worth it. And I feel bad that we're kind of starting on a negative, but do not worry, because the second product we're going to talk about, which is their toner, I think is probably one of their best products in the whole collection. This is their 11% AHA Exfoliating Power Toner. It's a mouthful to say, but this is such a powerful product. This comes in at $36 for 4 fluid ounces of product, which is around the 120 mils amount. That's not a huge amount for the price point, but I do think this is a really impressive product with a really nice blend of ingredients. This 11% is made up of 8% lactic acid, 3% glycolic acid. And this is why I'm impressed with this product. Normally brands go for the highest concentration of glycolic and then follow with the other AHA acids after that. That's because you get more bang for your buck with glycolic acid. It works quicker, it gives that instant fix. But it is quite drying and quite harsh on a lot of people's skin. And so I actually really applaud them for putting the gentler, maybe slower to see those results, but when they come, lactic acid, it will give you that glow to the gods look. And I'm a huge fan of it. So I kind of applaud them for doing it a bit of an unusual way around and having the lactic acid in the higher concentration followed by the glycolic acid, but I think this will deliver such great results. This is also packed full of ferments. It's got kombucha in here and fermented black tea, which are nice antioxidants and are definitely going to energize the skin and just give it a really nice overall glow. This product I've only used a couple of times. It's actually a friend of mine has it. I used it over at her house and was really impressed with it. You get a light tingle, so you know that the product's working, and whilst I haven't used it long enough to see the overall results, I can see from the reviews that you see online, people have been raving about it and the glow that it will give. So I kind of think, based on the ingredients and some feedback, this is going to be a really powerful exfoliator, and one that if you have robust skin will deliver the gorgeous glow that we all crave. I'd probably stay away from this if you had sensitive skin, because A, it's quite high on the strength in terms of the acids, and also it does have colorants in here. That's not something I usually like to see in skincare because it can trigger sensitivity in some people. So I say this is something to avoid if you have sensitive skin. But for everyone else, this could be a really nice exfoliator. And if you want to explore youth to people, you want to be on that trendy bandwagon that everyone loves a brand at the moment, you want to try something from them, this is the one I'd probably reach for, because I'd say this is their star ding product. Now let's come on to their facial spritz. Who doesn't love a nice mist or a spritz midday? Bring back that dewiness to the skin. It can add some hydration and just give that all over nice calming experience in the skincare routine. This one is their Adaptogen Hydrate and Sooth Activated Mist, and this comes in at $40 for 100 mils of product. That is quite up there in terms of the price point again, which I think is a recurring theme for this brand, but it says it's packed full of calming botanicals and all those things that are just going to calm, bring back some hydration to the skin and give it what it needs if our skin is feeling a little bit on the sensitive side. It's got aloe in here, which I love as an ingredient. I think it's just a great calming and soothing agent. But in terms of some of the other botanicals, yes, they might have some benefit, but I do think in terms of this product, I'm finding it hard to justify that price point for what you're actually getting. I always compare it back to some other mists that are on the market, and I absolutely love the Neod Superoxide Dismutase Mist, which is just one of my Holy Grail go-to favourites. That product's actually cheaper than this one and is delivering so much more in terms of antioxidants, hydration, is supporting the barrier function of the skin. It's doing all of that, and I think it's doing it better than this product, and it's cheaper. So I think when you compare this to other mists on the market, it just can't compete, which is why I do think it's unfortunately in the total fail category for me. It's certainly not going to harm the skin, and it could bring some hydration and some light benefits, calming and soothing to some people's skin, but I think there are better options out there for a lower price point, and so I won't be reaching for this time and time again. Now, before we come on to their masks, which I think if I had to choose from them, it would either be that exfoliator or the masks, which are stunning, and we'll come on to those in a minute. I do have a couple of other fails that I want to talk about. I don't want to focus too heavy on them because we can move on to the positives later in the video when we talk about those masks, but there are two other things that I want to call out. Their Strawberry Dream Oil. No. This was not it. So I bought this, used it twice, broke me out, gave it away. I think this is packed full of organic oils, but there's so many different types of oils in here. I like an oil blend. I covered facial oils in a recent video, which I'll leave a link to up there, and I was praising blended facial oils. I think they're the way forward. I think they're great, but this just has so much in there. Beyond that, it's also got fragrant components in there, which I found quite sensitizing on my skin, and my skin is quite robust, so for this to cause any sensitivity, I mean, there must be a lot in there. I just found it was a bit triggering and it broke me out. I think the problem is that blend of oils means if you have any hint of breakout prone skin, then this is just going to be a firm pass for you. If you have super dehydrated skin, this would work really well, and that blend could definitely add some benefit. But again, you get a tiny amount. You get 30 mils and you're paying $50 for that. And so I just don't think you can justify that price point. And check out that facial oils video I did, because there's so many great options at such a lower price point that'll deliver great benefits, whether you have breakouts prone skin, whether you have dry, dehydrated skin. There's one out there for everyone. This was not it. Their dream aisle, total nightmare. 2 uses, breakout central, never going to look there again. Now, finally, in the fails category, this is just taking ridiculous to new levels. This is their 15% vitamin C plus clean caffeine serum. This is priced at $70 for 30 ml of product, which is just, you don't need to pay that for a vitamin C serum, and caffeine does not cost the earth to formulate with. So this is a super overpriced product. And also the marketing behind here is super dodgy and shady. So they claim this is 100% plant-based caffeine. Well, so is most caffeine. I mean, I don't know why they're particularly calling this out. I mean, caffeine is usually derived from a plant, so I'm not sure why that's been called out specifically beyond just being a marketing ploy. Also, they say that this is a first of its kind clinical grade vitamin C preparation. It's not. It is offering literally nothing that you couldn't buy from other brands. So I don't like that first of its kind of claim. And the idea that theirs is clinical grade and everybody else's is just, you know, lower grade vitamin C isn't the case. I actually think if the price point was lower, this would be a great product, because it is blending caffeine, which I love. It's going to help to reduce puffiness and inflammation in the skin. But also that blend of vitamin C's, it's got 2 derivatives. I love a good vitamin C derivative, and it's got a pure form L-ascorbic acid as well, which is great. So you're getting like multiple levels of benefit, and it's a really beautifully formulated product. If they just took that price point down a little bit and got rid of some of that dodgy marketing, this could actually be a Holy Grail product in an instant. As it sounds, too expensive, too overly marketed. It's going to promise way more than it's actually going to deliver, and I just think it's a firm pass for me, which is a shame. Now, I want to end on a positive. I know this review hasn't been totally, you know, ding filled positivity. However, I think you've got to speak as you find, and this brand is offering products at a very inflated price point, and so you kind of expect a lot to be delivered for that, and I think they've missed the mark on a couple of their products. However, to end on a positive note, I definitely think their masks are one of their standout performers. They have 2 masks that I particularly loved, and I've reached them time and time again, and I've always got amazing results. So if you're looking to shop Youth the People and you want my opinion what would be the best products to try, I definitely say that Power Toner, total Holy Grail, and great if you want that instant glow. But also their masks are really great. They have a Superberry Hydrate and Glow mask, which is so good. It's around the $40 price point, and you don't get a whole lot of products. You'll probably get 4 applications from it. But again, if you put that into the context of what you'd spend in a spa or some other at-home masks that you might do, I think that's a fair price point. In this, you're getting vitamin C, you're getting a beautiful blend of botanicals, you've got some gorgeous oils in there, and some hyaluronic acid as well. Altogether, it is just like a drink for the skin. It will boost your hydration. I use it and I feel instantly more vibrant. I feel my skin's bouncy. It's brought back some of that elasticity. It's just one of those nice pick-me-ups. If you wake up and feel like you're having a bit of a bad skin day, or you feel just a bit this is going to be an instant pick-me-up. Similarly, if you use it before you go to bed, you wake up knowing you're going to have a good skin day. So if you've got that important interview that you want to get to, maybe you just want to impress your friends having not seen them for ages, this is a really good product to use before you go to sleep. Such great benefits. They also do a resurfacing facial, which mixes enzyme exfoliations with some very light physical exfoliation. I normally don't like physical exfoliation because I think we're too rough, but actually it's not saying you should be massaging this into the skin. You should just sort of paste it on and then let the enzymes do the work. So that element of manual exfoliation is kept to an absolute minimum. I would totally recommend this. It's so difficult to find good enzyme exfoliators out there. It's an emerging trend in skincare. There's some good ones, but there's also a whole lot of bad exfoliating enzymes, and this is a really nice product. The enzymes sort of nibble away like little Pac-Men at the bonds that hold the dead skin onto the gorgeous skin beneath. So you leave this on 10 minutes, wash it off, and you have that instant radiance. I kind of find the radiance from this product builds over like a 12-hour period. So the results keep building and you keep glowing to the gods after you've used it, which I just think is a really nice thing and not something you often see in a lot of masks. Whilst I don't reach for masks every single day, this is kind of a product I'd use as a bit of a treatment, a bit of a pick-me-up, something really nice when I feel like I need that lift. And this is one of the ones that I would go for. So definitely worth the splurge. Even though it comes with that slightly higher price tag, I think it's totally justified for this product. They do some moisturizers and some eye creams. I haven't been able to try them, and to be honest, I won't be reaching for eye creams because I've got a few that I absolutely love, and I covered them in a video, which I'll leave a link to up there. I don't think from the ingredients alone, these are going to be adding anything extra, but share your thoughts and feelings from it. And then moisturizers, whilst they look good, I just don't think, you should be paying that higher price point for a gel whipped moisturizer. There's so many cheaper available out there, and I would say invest your money in the serum steps of your skincare routine. Don't splurge on an overpriced moisturizer. There's so many good ones already out there. So that's my thoughts on Youth to the People. I guess in summary, I'd say I get why people love the brand because the packaging is gorgeous. The ethos is stunning. I think they do have some cult Holy Grail worthy products such as the masks and that toner, but I think broadly it's one of those brands I think is maybe charging a little bit too much for what they're offering. Whilst I totally get it, if a product works for you, then it's worth spending time and time again. And with the exception of that vitamin C serum, which is just mind-blowingly overpriced. The rest, I think if it works for you, you could justify buying the products again and again. But for me, I think there's just some cheaper dupes out there. I'd love to know what your thoughts and feelings are, so share them below. Have you tried any of the products? Did they work so well for you? And while you're down there, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up to support the channel. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.